Hey everyone, Chef Leroy here and welcome to the channel. And today I'm going to make chicken pibil. Okay, I've made this before. I'm doing a little bit different twist to it. I'm kind of tweaked the recipe just slightly. So this dish actually comes from the Yucatan area of Mexico. It a lot of times is pork is what they do. They do a pork roast and they'll wrap it in banana leaves or magao leaves. And but it has this paste that goes around it, which the base of this paste is actually a chote paste. And I'll show you what that looks like. So you can get this at the Mexican market, chote paste. Some stores carry a chote paste. I haven't necessarily seen it in this packaging before. And I got another block of it right here. I'll show you what that looks like. So it's really interesting. It's kind of almost like doughy, like a Play-Doh. It's kind of interesting stuff, but this is where the flavor is. It's absolutely awesome. So I got a pan heating up on the stove, and what's going in that pan? Okay, I've got a half of a yellow onion that I rough chopped. I've got 2 large cloves of garlic, also rough chopped, and I can bring that camera down just to show you what the stuff looks like on my board. I'll give you some other ingredients. What we're going to do is we're going to saute the onions and the garlic, but we're going to saute it with a few items here. Okay, so in this bowl here, I've got a half teaspoon of dry thyme. I've got 2 bay leaf. I've got 1 cinnamon stick. I've got a teaspoon of coriander seed, which is also cilantro seeds. The one thing I didn't have to do, because I'd like to do it with this as well, is a teaspoon of cumin seed. So instead of doing the seed, I'm doing ground cumin, and I'll give you that information in a second here. Also, I've got 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns, and this is all going to get sauteed with the onions and garlic. Okay. Now I got another bowl here. These are some of my dry seasonings. This is the teaspoon of cumin, which I said that I would like to use seed instead. This is also half teaspoon of dry Mexican oregano, and I'll show you what that looks like. It's the same company as a achote, so that's that. Okay, so it's a ground Mexican oregano. All right, and I also have 1 tablespoon of smoked paprika. Other items you're going to need with this recipe: you need oranges and limes, and a blender. So that's it. Let me show you real quick on the camera here. I'll bring it down so you can see what I have on my board here, and we're going to go ahead and start throwing this all together. Okay. So here's my blender bottle. So one of the first things I'll do here is I'm going to squeeze the juice into the blender. Now, I didn't give you this information yet. Basically, what you need with the lime juice, you need about a 1/4 cup. And the orange juice, you want about a 1/2 cup. Squeeze that right in there. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use this 3rd orange. I got another little small one here. I'm just going to use this. All right, go ahead and put that dry seasoning right in there. Okay, and you can drop the achote paste right in there too. So we're going to go ahead and get these vegetables to the stove and get them in the pan with this here. Throw this all together in one dish. Gonna go ahead and cook off that vegetable. So the difference of this recipe since the last time I made it, I did put that coriander seed in here and also cinnamon stick. And also the peppercorn too. That's kind of additional new items that I put into this recipe. So we're gonna give it a whirl. I know that the last time I made the pibil, it was so good. I mean, it just has such a nice flavor to it. So we're gonna cook this off until those onions become clear and soften up a bit. We're gonna let this cool down. I'll probably have to put this in or onto a plate or a tray, because this pan retains heat for quite a while. It's only, downside of a cast iron, because I want this to cool down before we blend it. Those other items are basically about room temperature, so we don't have to worry too much. But all right, there you go. All right, we're gonna let it cook, and I'll get back to you in a minute here. All right, I'm back at my pan here. Everything's really looking good. So you can see that the onions have already started to get that translucent look to them. And I've got the garlic is actually browning up nicely. So there you go, guys. That's pretty much all you need. I'm going to turn off my stove here. I'm just going to let this pan sit here for a little bit. Induction, basically, it stops cooking, okay? But the pan is cast iron, so it stays pretty warm for a little bit. But I'm just going to let this calm down a little bit more so that it cools off just a little bit more. Okay, we're back pan here. We cooled it down. We're going to go ahead and add the ingredients to the blender bottle. Now this blender is kind of like a NutriBullet in a sense. It blends really, really smooth. All right, everything's in. Let's go ahead and lock that on. All right, we are done. Let's go ahead and twist that off. Look at that. That is some beautiful paste. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. Oh, wow. That is really good. Again, it's not spicy. There's a little bit of spice to it. Most of that's from that black peppercorn. But the chote paste just gives it such a unique, I don't know, it's really earthy tasting, but it's so good. Almost tastes sort of tomatoey. But all right, so I've got a tray here. I lined it with some foil just to make things a little easier to clean up. So these are chicken breasts I got from Costco. They're random sizes. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay them out on the tray here. All right, go ahead and add your Pibil paste. So we're going to spread that sauce out on the chickens. I've got my little handy dandy spatula. I just want the sauce to get all around them. You can even go like this and spread it onto the other chicken breast. All right, now we're gonna have to get them in our Ziploc bags so we can sous vide them. So I'm gonna separate them so they're not too many in one bag. So I got two different bags. So that's what it'll look like right there. Bags. Pull the bag back up. Again, we do not have to Ziploc these bags. Let's mix that chicken in there a little bit. All right, they're ready for the pot. Let's get the camera over there and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, go ahead and lower your bags into your pot. I like to go on either side of the circulator, which is right here. Okay, this is the jewel. And let that bag slide down in there. And all the air will come out to the top. I'm going to go ahead and use my handy dandy magnets here. Ready at 6 p.m. All right, so hour and a half. Okay guys, we'll show you what it looks like when it's done, and otherwise I really hope you enjoyed the video. You know, I love doing this kind of stuff. I do a lot of different kinds of cooking, and I'm glad to share it with you guys if I can. Anyway, if you like it, please hit the like button. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed up to this point. Subscriptions are free to join. They just let you know when I've dropped a video out there. And otherwise, you guys have a fantastic day. Chef Leroy, and out. All right, my timer just went off for my Joule immersion water circulator, as I call it. So this is a sous vide piece of equipment. And, you know, I really absolutely, I'll bring the camera here, just love the app, okay? Now, I don't always follow all the recipes as they have on here, but I'll tell you what, the ones I have followed, or, you know, at least somewhat closely, they are really good and they work out fantastic. Now, on here, it says perfect before 8:06, so it's giving me another 2 hours to leave it in the water. And that's fine. So if you're not ready to serve like right away, so say for instance, you're not ready to eat here right at 6 o'clock or roughly after 6, you can just let them hang out for a while. But this is going to be part of my burrito bowl, which I'm doing Spanish rice, pinto beans, cucumber pico de gallo, queso fresco. And guys, it will be fantastic. I will show you a picture at the end of this video of what the plate looks like when it's done. But you guys have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, if you did, hit that like button. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed up to this point. Subscriptions are free to join. They just let you know when I drop a video out there. All right. So guys, we're going into the new year. It's coming up on the end of 2024. Let's get some views going, man. Let's get some views up on the channel. Start watching these videos. You know, I'm into boxing as well, so you see those on there, but that's more for the gym itself as a little bit of advertisement for them. But anyway, you guys have a fantastic evening. Chef Leroy, and out.